Good afternoon, everybody. This is your man, RJK, the sports guy, and I am back here with another quick video for you guys. So as y'all know, I'm a big NFL fan, and NFL training camp for all 32 teams is coming up later on this month. So everyone's going to have their hot takes and their predictions going into the season. Who's going to win the Super Bowl, who's going to win MVP, who's going to win, offensive and defensive rookie of the year. So everyone's going to have their predictions coming into the horizon. So now what I'm going to do once or twice a week is I'm going to give my hot takes going into the NFL season. So right now, this is my first hot take going into the season. And my first hot take is I really think the Chicago Bears is going to make the NFL playoffs. So the reason why I think they're going to make it is I think they're going to have a better squad compared to last year. Because remember, last year, for everyone that watched, they started the season 4-2, and I believe they were number 2 or number 1 in their division, the NFC North, with teams such as the Packers, the Vikings, and the Lions. They were 4-2 in that division. They were looking really good last year, and some people thought that they were going to make the playoffs with a rookie, Caleb Williams, at that time. But then they proceeded to lose 10 straight games and finished the season 5-12. And the last game they won was literally their final game of the year in week 18. Now, the reason why they didn't win last year is because they didn't protect Caleb Williams. That's probably the biggest reason why they lost 10 straight games. And a lot of those games were close games. But now going into this season, you still got weapons for Caleb Williams, and you brought in some offensive line help to take off the pressure off of Caleb Williams. So the offensive line is going to be better. And you already know the Chicago Bears. They're the team that they're always going to be known for their defense, no matter what. The Bears in general, they're always defined by their defense. And then going into this season, Caleb Williams, he's going to know the mistakes that he made last year, and then he's going to try to not make them same mistakes this year. And then to top it all off, you brought in someone for the head coach that he's an offensive guru in Ben Johnson. And for everyone that watched the NFL last year, if you've seen what this guy, Ben Johnson, did with Jared Goff, he had Jared Goff as one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league last year statistically. So if Ben Johnson can do really good with Jared Goff, what do you think he's going to do with Caleb Williams? Talent-wise, he's great. Like, if you look at Caleb Williams' talent, just his talent, he's arguably top 10 just by talent alone. And then if you look at the other teams, the Vikings, the Lions, and the Packers, the only team that they really got to deal with is the Lions. Yes, they lost Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson, who became head coaches respectively, but I still think the Lions is going to finish number 1 in that division. But I still think that the Bears is still going to make the playoffs. My overall prediction record for the Bears, as long as the defense keeps doing what it's doing and Caleb Williams makes less mistakes, I think they're going to finish 9-8, maybe even 10-7. And I think that would be enough to put the Bears in the playoffs as a wild card. It may be crazy. Some of you guys may look at me different, like, what the heck are you talking about? But this is Rodney's hot takes, and that's my hot take. I think the Chicago Bears is going to make the NFL playoffs and for the 2025-2026 NFL season. So like I said, in the next couple of days or next week, I'm going to give a hot take every week going into the NFL season. So that's my first hot take. Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, make us proud, my man. This is RJK, the sports guy, signing off.